Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be learning about the Salapine War, which we're finally going to do because I had some issues with uploading the video and I had to redo everything, so it's a pain in the butt. But other than that, we're here today to discuss about the first Salapine War, which will be split into two parts, and therefore I hope you guys enjoy. And don't forget to leave a like and comment and subscribe at the end of this video once this is over. Plus, stay tuned for announcements as always. So, let's get into the first Salapine War breakdown. Let us begin with the cause of this war. After Tanzania's involvement in the Molandastian War, which resulted with Morlant and Kondas gaining their independence from Basaja and Bulgaria in the end. But the nation of Tanzania was left in massive debt and a weakened military force. The leader of Tanzania, Emperor Suki, needed to find a way to strengthen the economy they once had and lost from the Molandastian War. And his idea was to venture around the seas to see if they could find new territory and claim it as their own. The expedition for Tanzania began in the month of August, and after a few days of voyaging, they finally spotted territory near the continent of Tenyo and next to the country of Kondast. After documenting the existence of the islands, the fleet returned to the home nation to give the news to their emperor. As the explorers tell their emperor about the islands, the nation of Greenland also began to send their expeditionary forces to find land for them to occupy as well, because their nation was overpopulated and they needed space. So they also had the plan to expand their living space because of their massive population. And the land they came across was the exact same islands that Tanzania had discovered. Greenland already landed soldiers and explorers on the island to see if there was any natives that lived on their new land, and it turns out there was. The leader of the Salapines, George de la Cruz, told his people to stand down and not engage conflict, and decided to negotiate with the foreigners and the explorers that were on their territory. After a few minutes of talking and debating, they came to an agreement and became allies after signing a document proving their alliance and agreements. Meanwhile, as Greenland and the Salapines made an alliance, Tanzania was aware of their deal, and the emperor sent the same fleet back to the island. Was unaware of their deal, and the emperor sent the same fleet back to the islands to occupy it before anyone else would. But by the time they were near the islands, they saw Greenlandian ships, and then they returned to report it to Suki. Suki was upset that Greenland landed on their new territory and decided to set up a meeting with the MIPR, or the Army International Peace Recommendation Council, to deal with the problem. The two nations met with the council, and both sides began to say their testimony. The nation of Tanzania told the council that they were the first ones who discovered the islands and claimed to own them first. But when the nation was asked to show proof of their alliance with the new nation, Tanzania admitted to the council that they didn't negotiate with the natives or had a document to prove their alliance, which was the biggest flaw for their claim. Greenland, however, did have proof that they made an alliance with the new nation and negotiated with their leader, which resulted with the council denying Tanzania to have custody of the islands and letting Greenland having them instead. This would be the start of a war that would happen sooner than anyone would expect. And now we're getting on to the war and resolution. After Tanzania's humiliating loss with losing the custody of the islands to Greenland, Suki began to secretly prepare his army for invasion of the islands. As for Greenland, They began to send soldiers to the Salapines to build bases and airports for their soldiers to live and occupy the island to help relieve the overpopulation, the mass crowded population in their home country. As for the Filipinos, they were glad to help Greenland and also gave them tours around their home and showed new resources for them to trade with. The relationship between the Salapines and Greenland was getting stronger and more friendly for the next 6 days. But on the 19th of August, an air raid was conducted by Tasmania, and it resulted with 39 Greenlandian soldiers being killed. And then after the bombing, Tasmanian soldiers were sent to the islands, sent to the island to finish the job. But even though the Tasmanians sent a lot of men, the soldiers on the island had defense set and were beginning to fight back, resulting with Tasmania losing the assault with a casualty count of 65 men. Suki still wanted those islands, so he hired 2 generals to lead his men in battle and tried to conquer the islands. The generals' names were Mio Hibashi and Yan Shitoroma. Their first plan to invade the islands were effective, but proved to be a failure, so Hibashi planned to send soldiers where one of the islands has a weakened defense, and from there they could conquer the other islands. The nation of Greenland and the Salapines were stunned by this attack and immediately began to prepare themselves just in case Tasmania would launch another assault, which would happen sooner than they think. Greenland also negotiated with the Salapines to ask for their help to defend their island and territory, which they accepted, and Salapines also joined the war. The defense plan for Greenland and the Salapine army was to send soldiers to the biggest island they could defend, and that was Giza Island. The soldiers began to set up defenses on one of the beaches known as Kruger's Beach, and would expect that the Tasmanians would attack there first. Suki ordered General Shitoroma to send soldiers and a small tank force on the biggest island that their enemy had, which would be Giza, and that would be the same island that the Allies had decided to defend. On the 21st of August, the invasion of Giza Island and Battle of Kruger's Beach began. Shitoroma's forces tried their best to capture the heavily defended beachhead, but it resulted with a massive defeat. The casualties in the battle resulted with 120 Tasmanians, 28 Filipinos, and 51 Greenlandians killed in combat. After Shitoroma's defeat of capturing Giza Island, so basically this was a very short war. It lasted for 4 days. 3 days actually. 19, 20, 3 days. So now we're getting into the resolution, which will be added along with this. So here we go. After Shitoroma's defeat of capturing Giza Island, Suki saw that there was no point of continuing the war. He saw an opportunity of capturing the islands being a downfall, and decided to surrender to Greenland on the 22nd of August, ending the war. But even though they failed to conquer the islands the first time, it doesn't mean that they will do it again. So now we're going to move on to the announcements and basically the announcements. Okay guys, so finally I got this video posted. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit late than you would expect, but I have a new nation ready to be talked about, and this post will be coming out pretty soon once this video is published. I also want to say that I am glad and thanking you guys for giving me all the attention, giving me and my videos time to giving me time to make my videos while you guys are watching my old videos, which some of you guys have added a lot more views than what I had before, which was amazing. Thank you guys so much. And as for announcements, I'm going to be taking a little short break for a while because I got stuff to do, and you know, it's busy. I'm gonna be busy, so just want to let you guys know that. And I am going to be doing some other stuff, but I'll do one more video before my break, and that will be after when the poll has been posted. So be sure to check that out, and I'll see you guys next time. And like I said in the beginning, don't forget to like and subscribe or share this video with your friends, and continue to make uh, to continue to have and help my channel grow. The biggest goal that I'm trying to accomplish this year and maybe next year is to get 200 subscribers. If we can get to 200, more videos will be coming out frequently. So I'll let you guys do that. Thank you for watching, and signing off.